Alright guys, another day, last break at work. Just touching back in with everyone to give y'all a heads up, day 4 of free agency. So, our 49ers have signed a total of 4 players. We have Kwon Alexander. We traded for Dee Ford. We now have Jason Verrett on the squad. And for some odd reason right now, I cannot remember who that 4th player is. But, just so you know, Jason Verrett is now added to the squad. When healthy, he's one of the best defensive backs in football, but he can't ever stay healthy, so it is what it is. So, once again, we've signed another player coming off an injury, which doesn't help shit, because if he gets injured or can't stay healthy, it's a waste of money. I'm starting to assume that John Lynch just liked players coming off injuries, or maybe he came off one himself when it was his career and he feels like it's the best thing for him to do, to show some love to guys who otherwise wouldn't get contracts. What's really confusing to me is you're signing all these players coming off an injury. Why didn't we go after Earl Thomas and give him a lot of money? You know, why'd he wind up signing with the Ravens? So to me, it just doesn't make any sense how we wind up stuck again with another guy who would be great, but isn't great. So, Kwon Alexander, Dee Ford, Jason Verrett, and I believe there was one other guy that we signed off on. I just can't remember. I probably said it in yesterday's video. But either way, those are the free agent signings that we have right now. And I believe we signed a kicker as well. But I'm not really sure what his name is because he's a kicker. And we already have Robbie Gould and we franchise tagged him. But I believe Bradley Pinion's gone. So I think that's probably why we signed this kid. But either way it goes, our newest signee, newest person welcome to the 49ers is Jason Verrett. I wanted him when he came out of college because I saw his potential and I thought he was great. And defensive back is my favorite position, and I'm always a good judge of character when it comes to defensive back. But the only real issue is that, once again, he was on my one of my good friends' team, my boy Aaron. Aaron always said that he liked Jason Verrett, but he's an avid Charger fan. He's a football junkie just as much as I am, and he knows the same thing I know. When healthy, guys are forced to be reckoned with. Not healthy, waste of time. And most of his time has been wasted. He's only played a small amount of games. I think he's had an option to play about 80 games. He only played like 55 or something like that. But either way, if he's healthy, he'd be a viable option next to Richard Sherman, since Akello seems to have lost his way, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. So we at least got some DB help if this guy's healthy, and if these guys can pass physicals and they can be ready for training camp and mini camp and everything, then hopefully our defense will be pretty stout. Having all these defensive additions and no offensive additions. I saw on Twitter actually that everybody is clamoring for us to go out and get AJ Green since he's kind of rotting away over there in Cincinnati, which I can understand to an extent. We do need a number 1 wideout, but Shanahan's system doesn't really call for that. It just calls for dynamic playmakers. So we already got Wes Welker in the building, who should make Trent Taylor a badass white boy. And then we also have, I think it was Miles Austin. He came in as a receivers coach, as an assistant or something. They basically brought some of these guys in to help our receivers run routes better. But we've already got Dante Pettis. So we'll see what happens in the draft. I'll keep you guys posted on any more moves in free agency. Until then, stay blessed, be easy, and have yourselves a good day and good weekend coming up.